Here we go. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What a gut-wrenching win. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's going to just keep saying that. Just going to keep saying that. Unbelievable. Look at this moment here. Look at this moment. That was the game right there. When Josh Hart left wide open, did not bypass. He was trying to look to pass. Took the shot, sunk it. Unbelievable. This, when Josh Hart is hitting three-pointers, we are near unbeatable. I mean, that is just the reality of this team. What a tremendous effort tonight. The New York Knicks were once up 22 points. And then they were down 10. A 32-point swing in this game. But the defense in the third quarter and the fourth was the difference. Shout out to all the defenders, but a special shout out to Mitch Robinson tonight. His presence in the paint may have been the difference in the game. It may have worn Embiid out. He had nothing left in the tank. In fact, he fouled out with like 20-something seconds left in the game. Unbelievable. Tremendous shot by Josh Hart and tremendous effort by Josh Hart tonight. Fantastic. All 5 Knicks starters in double figures. All 5 in double figures on a night when the bench could not give you any buckets. Deuce struggled. Mitch struggled with actually getting points, but his defense, unbelievable. And Thibs did not expand the rotation, didn't go 8 deep, kept it at 7. And for a while, it almost cost him. The guys looked gassed. They had nothing in the tank, and that's when the Sixers made their run. But halftime, they regrouped, and even then, they kind of gave up. They let the Sixers come out and widen their lead. I think it got it to 10 again. But once that turned, the Knicks were able to regain control of this game, and Jalen Brunson, who, even though I haven't looked at his first half stats closely, but he looked like he was struggling. He looked like his touch wasn't there, but he regrouped, and man, did he bring it home for us. The New York Knicks are advancing to the second round, people. Let's go! Yeah! What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Oh, you guys, sorry, my sound was up too loud. Sorry, guys. Oh, man. What a tremendous series this has been. Tremendous series. Outstanding. Welcome into the Knicks-Verse. My name is George. This is the place to come for the best Knicks post games around. This is where we're going to celebrate tonight. This is our time right now. This team is relentless. Relentless. They went down there on their home court. On their home court. We were up 22. A 32-point swing. And somehow this Knicks team managed to figure it out, to gut this win out like they have done many, many times this season. Outstanding. And let me tell you, it could not have happened without the tremendous game from Jalen Brunson. Another 40 piece, another 40-plus piece. Outstanding. He is the leading scorer in the playoffs of all teams. He is the leading scorer, and we need him to be, because our next leading scorer is Josh Hart, who's only averaging 17 points per game. You got to take what you can get. And tonight, we got it from all 5 starters. Fantastic. The Knicks came out smoking. I got highlights for you guys. Let's get into it. Shout out to the chat. What's up, everybody? Come on in. This is a night to celebrate for a very long time, man. We got Lex the Destroyer in the house. What's up, brother? We got Thrifty by Nature in the house. We got Big Task. We got Lemmy live. We got Eric V. Oh, man, I'm seeing Nate. Jesse, what's up, brother? Alex Nadar, what's happening, brother? Oh, my God. Is it Nadir or Nadar? I can't remember. We got Ant Taco. 81M Roman. What a great group. Great group. Tamar Boyles, we won. That's right. We have advanced to the Eastern Conference semifinals for the second year in a row. And we are going to face these guys, the Knicks versus Pacers. This is what ESPN SportsCenter tweeted out. An NBA playoff rivalry has renewed because all they give a shit about is ratings. And look, this is going to get them ratings because that was a tremendous, tremendous rivalry back in the 90s. And now, oh, all right. I thought for a second, is the connection good? Mine was spinning over here. This is outstanding. I mean, I'm not going to get too deep into this, the upcoming series, but I love it. I love us facing OG Anunoby, facing Tyrese Halliburton, who the Knicks probably should have drafted over OG. So many storylines, so much drama. But let's get back to this. The New York Knicks have defeated the Philadelphia 76ers, who they claim they were the better team. Well, the better team doesn't lose in 6. And they don't drop 2 games on their home floor. On their home court, the Knicks were 2-1. On the Sixers' home court, the Knicks were 2-1. Outstanding. Let's fucking go. That's right, Craig. Let's go. Beautiful. I wish I was there with you guys celebrating in New York, man. But we're going to celebrate here tonight. Cheers to you all. Pineapple margaritas. Love it. Love it. All right, let's keep going here. I tweeted this out. This series victory feels sweeter than last year's, considering all the setbacks, trades, and devastating injuries New York had to navigate. Salute to the Knicks for advancing to the second round. Absolutely, absolutely. Yes, babies. Woo-hoo-hoo. Let's see the love. Let's see the love in the chat. Come on. Come on, you guys. This is, I mean, look, this season is unfolding pretty much as I predicted. Now, you know, there was some, a big trade that happened in there, sent out RJ and IQ for OG. And for a while there, OG was concerning me. OG was like, I don't know, was he gassed? Was he tired? He blew a bunny. He blew a layup. He let Oubre block him from behind. I was like, what the hell? He was passing up open threes. But something must have happened in that locker room at halftime. Someone spoke to him. He woke up, and I saw a fire in him. I saw a fire in him that I haven't seen in I don't think I've seen it. I know he's amazing. He's the best defender, maybe the best defender in the NBA, but he plays with such a cool manner, man. He's so chill. But I saw him angry. And he dunked, and he made a huge three-pointer. Outstanding. Everyone, come on in. We got over 100 here. Let's go. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Share this video right now. Get all your Knicks fans, the late night owls, to get on board right here. We're going to celebrate tonight. This is a fantastic victory. Did you guys see that Jalen Brunson trolled Kenny Smith in the post-game interview by bringing up Villanova's 2016 national title? I love that. And Kenny Smith was wearing an orange pocket chip to honor the Knicks, even though he badmouthed us during the season. But he turned around. Him and Ernie predicted the Knicks would win this series, and Shaq and Chuck predicted the Sixers. So they knew what they were talking about. They came through huge tonight. This is the beginning of something. Or let's put it this way. This is the continuation of something magical that we have all been watching unfold this season. This man, Jalen Brunson, is having one of the greatest seasons I have ever seen any player have, much less just a Knick. He is so clutch, even when he's not feeling it, when he's banged up, when he's bruised and battered, when he's exhausted. He still comes through. It's unbelievable. The Athletic tweeted this out via Mike Borkanoff. Jalen Brunson's last 4 games against the Philadelphia 76ers. Game 6, 41 points. Game 5, 40 points. Game 4, 47 points. And Game 3, he missed a 40-point piece by just 1 free throw. He's the first player to score at least 37 points in 4 consecutive playoff games since Michael Jordan in 1993. There you go. That's what I'm talking about by greatness. We're watching greatness. We just need the other guys to step up and just play to their abilities. And tonight it happened. Tonight it happened beautifully. We saw a tremendous performance from Dante DiVincenzo tonight. He came out firing, outstanding. Dante put up 23 points, hit 5 of 9 from the three-point line, 8 of 18 overall, picked up 7. He had 7 assists for Dante. Beautiful. 3 block shots for Dante DiVincenzo. Outstanding. Thank you, Jesse, for the support. Right, Left Rock City, Queens, baby. Regal Park. Let's go. But Brunson put up 41 points tonight. He was 3 of 8 from the three-point line, 13 of 23 overall. 13 of 27 overall, 48.1%. That's great because he was struggling with efficiency. Yes, he was putting up numbers, but he was struggling with efficiency. Tonight, he was tremendously efficient. And most importantly, which is one of the reasons we won this game, 12 dimes. 12 dimes from Brunson to his other teammates. The Knicks finished with 28 assists. And what's the magic number? 27. The Knicks, they win like 98%, like 97% of the time when they hit 27 assists or more. Tonight, they got 28. Outstanding. And they got 8 block shots, 3 from Dante. He was the leading shot blocker for the Knicks, but 2 from iHeart and 2 from Anunoby. Beautiful game. The game plan that Thibs mixed up. He mixed it up on them. He didn't double team Embiid all the time. He let Isaiah Hartenstein guard him out on an island by himself for a while. He let Mitch Robinson do it, but Mitch, what a tremendous game from Mitchell Robinson. Even though he played about 18 minutes, he was 1 of 3. He had a nice alley-oop dunk or a putback or something. Those were the only points he put up. The only points. But 9 rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, 2 steals for him, and his ability to shut Embiid down. You just totally frustrated him. Joel Embiid, even though when you look at his stat line, had a tremendous game. He went to the free throw line 13 times and hit all 13 in his 40 minutes before he fouled out. He shot 12 of 25, 48%, 2 of 5 from the three-point line. But that's really key that he didn't put up that many three-pointers because he could have. But they kept chasing him off the three-point line. He picked up 13 assists. 13 rebounds for Joel, but only 2 assists. That's key because he had been averaging like 7 or 8 for this series. He put up 39 points, but he was a -2 in the plus-minus. And Mitch Robinson was a +7 tonight, and all of that basically was mostly against Joel Embiid. But there's many, many heroes tonight. I mentioned OG Anunoby. We're going to keep going with this. Let's keep going here. Tommy Beer tweeted this out. Now, this is interesting. It's just interesting. But when you think that this scoreline results in 4 wins out of 6 games for the Knicks, makes you wonder, do these points totals even matter? Knicks outscore the Sixers by 1 point in total points in the entire series. 650 to 649. But they came up short 4 different times. So take that for what it is. Here we go. I tweeted this out right after Josh Hart hit that shot. And this is why you don't pass up an open shot. Josh Hart with a clutch 3. Let's fucking go. Let's watch that again. Let's watch it again. Look at this thing. There it is. Look. But he was so wide open, he had to shoot it. He measured it perfectly. Just let it fly. That's all you got to do. Don't overwork it. No need to over dramatize this. Just let the shot fly when you're wide open. You are an NBA. You are a professional. You're one of the greatest players on the planet at the moment. You got the ability to shoot it. Shoot it. Make it. Keep it going. This was an incredible result. Incredible result. I'm just checking out Twitter here. Joel Embiid is saying, it didn't work out this year, but we also played a great team. The New York Knicks, they did a great job. Joel Embiid. Good. Props to him for acknowledging that. That's class. That's class. Despite his ridiculous, dirty antics on the court, he classed it up at the very end. Beautifully done. Let's see. Anything else here? Tyrese Maxey says, that was a well-fought series. Hats off to them. Those guys, they made big-time shots. Big-time shots. Woohoo! Right now, the Empire State Building is lining up with Knicks colors. Outstanding. All right, let's keep going here. Go back to this here. this guy, he stepped up. We needed him big time. He played the entire game, all 48 minutes. And his defense, I know people, and I tweeted that out there, people are going to talk about his three-point shooting in this game, which was outstanding, 5 of 9, almost 56%. But his defense, his relentless hounding and actually getting over screens to harass Tyrese Maxey to keep him from getting just get off to a hot start was really a key part of this game. Tyrese Maxey, he had 5 shot attempts in the first quarter, only had 1 bucket, and he played the entire first quarter. And that is because of this man. This man's defense. He stepped up big time. I've had issues with him in the past, not committing to just muscling over the screener. And tonight he didn't. He did not give any airspace to Tyrese Maxey. Great game plan. Outstanding. Exactly big task. Dante put Maxey in jail tonight. Outstanding. Now let's see. I guess how did he finish? Because he always ends up getting his buckets. No. He got in his 43 minutes of play, 17 points, but it took 18 shot attempts. He was 6 of 18, only 33.3%, and he only made 1 3-pointer of 6 attempts, 16.7. 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Look, we knew he wasn't going to repeat the Herculean, jaw-dropping effort that he gave in Game 5, but I did not expect him to be this inefficient. So that is shout out to Thibs, shout out to Dante and the switching. It wasn't just Dante, but Dante was the primary defender on him tonight. Outstanding result. The bench was an issue for the Knicks. Our bench only gave us 5 points, but that Deuce 3-pointer was huge. When did he hit that? You guys remember when he hit that? Was that in the fourth quarter? Yes, in the fourth quarter. That was a huge 3-pointer. But the Sixers bench was outstanding. They came through with 42 points. 42 points for the Sixers, which they needed it because guess who came up with a goose egg? That's right. Long Island-born Tobias Harris, in his 30 minutes of play, only puts up 2 field goal attempts. I don't know how that happens, but it happened. 0 points for him. He was a -10. Kelly Oubre he came through with a big game. That block on OG from behind was just a shocker, but also OG should have felt his body. He's got to use his body more to shield himself from the charging defender. But Oubre in his almost 43 minutes, he shot 50%, 7 of 14, 3 of 7 from the 3-point line. He hit a corner 3 late in the game. I think they even tie the game. That was really, it was a gut wrench, man. It was just a dagger in the heart. 17 points for him, 17 for Maxey, 16 for Nicholas Batum. Buddy Hield was the second leading scorer for the Sixers with 20 points. Man, but this guy Dante was the difference. Let me check out what's happening here in the chat. Let's see here. Everything good? We got everybody. Yes. Oubre. Yes. And what a tremendous win. All right. Is this thing still streaming? Yeah, it is. Okay, good. All right, let's get to the highlights. Here we go. We got off to a tremendous start. 7-0 right away. Embiid hits this bucket, but the Knicks keep charging forward, and eventually they build up a 22-point lead. I think it was 33-11, and then the tide turned. Nice little floater by Isaiah Hartenstein there. Man, iHeart was really important today. Everybody was important today. It was one of those games. iHeart with 14 points, double digits and 9 rebounds. Almost had a double-double. Picked up 2 dimes, 2 blocks for him, and shot 7 of 13. That floater was working it. He even hit like a 15-footer at one point, which was every bucket that was made tonight. Every 118 points was pivotal, was crucial. There's nothing was superfluous here, and look at that. So here we thought, okay, the Knicks are really, look at Maxey couldn't fight over that. Oh, and then when Dante hit that one, I thought, honestly, when we got that lead, I thought we were going to be okay. But I knew the Sixers were going to make a run, but I did not expect a 32-point swing. That was an absolute jaw dropper. I was shocked. Totally shocked. The Knicks, as a team, shot 46.2% overall, but from the three-point line, they connected on 14 of 31. 14 of 31 for 45.2%. I believe that is the best three-point shooting of the Knicks this postseason. But the Sixers almost matched it. They hit 17 of 40, 42.5%. But inside the arc, they struggled mightily. 38 of 87 inside the arc. And the New York Knicks did win the rebounding battle. And every team that has won the rebounding battle has won this a game in this series, but it was only by 2 rebounds. That's what I mean. Every single possession, rebound, assist, foul, everything was pivotal here. It was like it's all woven together in a tremendous tapestry, man. George, I need a Knicks-Verse jacket. Yeah, I got to get some jackets going. Definitely. I need a jacket. Woo, Buddy Hield, 6 of 10 tonight. 6 of 9 from the three-point line. He was like deadly to us in the first half. He did most of that in the first half. In the second half, he was pretty much non-existent. All right, man. You guys, and then the Sixers end up taking this lead. That was a huge play right there. Look at Hart. He's like hobbling right there. He like hit the floor kind of oddly, but man, did he gut it out. Totally unbelievable. Thanks for the contribution, brother Jesse. Yeah, hit that thumbs up button for me if you're just joining now. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and if you're watching this later on, drop your comments. I read them all. Ooh, what happens here? Oh, you see here. See, the Sixers were able to extend the lead. Oh, that little putback. So now it's 62-55. You're thinking, oh, what's going to happen here? But that play right there turned the tide. And look at that. He just muscled that in. So now we cut it down, the deficit down to 5. And big mistake there. Oubre, again, he was a problem. But you know what? When someone only gives you 17 points overall total in the game, when you need more, he was a good player. And then boom, Maxey, his only three-pointer he hit all game. So now we're down 10. In that third quarter, Phibbs calls a timeout. What's going on here? Phibbs calls a timeout, and then look at, I guess the highlights aren't showing it, but we cut it down to 3. Then Payne, who's a pain in the ass, buries that 3, and then Batum also buries this 3. So now you're thinking, oh man, are they gonna like run away with this again? So it was a 5-point game right there, but look at Brunson work. Beautiful bounce pass to the backdoor cutter. Dante dunked it. Now it's just a 3-point game. Dante comes in. He doesn't get it, but Josh Hart saves it, gets it to OG, and OG buries it from the corner. Yes, to tie it up. And then Brunson with, what happens here? OG gets it out to OG. I think he hits this. Oh, yeah, this is the fourth quarter now. All right. The Knicks in the second half hit 8 of 13 from the three-point line. They shot 61.5%. We knew there was going to be a game when the shooters, started making their buckets. It was going to happen. In the pregame show, I talked about this. In yesterday's video, I talked about this. The scenarios I foresaw, which were Dante shows up, OG shows up, everybody shows up today, and we just blow the Sixers out. Or both teams show up, and it's a tight nail biter till the very, very end. And that's what ended up happening. I knew the Knicks were not going to come out flat. They weren't going to let that devastating loss of Game 5 kind of permeate into this game at all. I knew that there was a little moment there in that second quarter when they gave up the lead that you felt like, oh wait, are they spent? They just don't have enough. But no, they regrouped, pulled it together, and pulled off I mean, one of the biggest wins in recent franchise history, for sure. Beautiful drive by Dante. Now we're up 7, but check it out. Look at this. Here we go. So OG drives here. So now with a little over 2.5 left, we're up like 9. But then the three-pointers. That's the Oubre 3 that I told you about. So now it leads only 5. And then couldn't connect there. Maxey brings it down. I believe he finds... Oh, no. Maxey makes this, and he hits the and one. Oh, yeah. That was... Oh, here's Embiid. No, this is the one. Look at Harris. Can't hit that, but this put back by Oubre. So now it's only a 1-point game with 55 seconds left. And Brunson does his thing. He missed that and one, though. And that was pretty frustrating because this happens here. He gets fouled. He makes Tyrese makes that was a goaltending call, and Tyrese hits his and one. So now it's a tie game, and this is the moment for the other angle. Boo! There it is. That's the game, people. Right there was the game. 114, 111, and Embiid comes in. He gets his 2. He only had OG on it. Thibs went with a small lineup towards the end, and now the Knicks are just trying to burn that clock. He got fouled. We hit the free throws. And there's a desperation heave by Buddy Hield. The New York Knicks have advanced to the conference semifinals. The number 2 seed. Now we're going to have home court advantage in the second round. Wow. This is beautiful. What a beautiful moment, guys. Outstanding. Outstanding. I know I rattled off all the stats before, but here you guys can see them with your own eyes. Dante with 23 points, all 5 starters with double figures. The Knicks' three-point shooting was outstanding, 48 rebounds for them, excellent. But also the Knicks had, for the game, the Knicks had 20 offensive rebounds compared to Sixers just 16. Oh. Ray Bach, thank you so much, brother. Take a sip of that final. Yes, let's go. Cheers to you, brother. Outstanding. Cameron Payne, for a moment there, he was a total pain again. I think he was really crucial in that. Was it game 3? I think that was in game 3 where he really hurt us. But tonight, only 2 of 8 overall. And Kyle Lowry picked up. Oh, no. Oh, no, that was the last game. Kyle Lowry was a non-factor. Played about 13 minutes. He was a -9, no points for him. So 2 starters for the Sixers put up a goose egg. 2 starters. I mean, and it's amazing that they were even this close, that the game went to 118, 115 down to the wire when you have 2 starters who couldn't connect. But that's shout out to their bench. Buddy Hield finally had a Buddy Hield game. He had been dormant basically the whole series. And Nicholas Batum, he also woke up offensively. I think he had one other game that was pretty good. He had that in a tremendous play-in game versus the Heat. And you thought, okay, is that going to continue? You know, that's the thing. Role players, you know, they give you a great game here and they give you, offensively, and then you have 2 or 3 games where not that much. Then they give you another big game. You need the guys who can do it night in, night out. And that, I mean, tonight, that's what the Knicks got, except the bench. I don't know what Thibs is going to do about Precious Achiuwa. I don't see how we can play a 7-man rotation against the Pacers, who are just a run-and-gun team. They just, basically they are a perpetual fast break. So we are going to need legs. It might even be possible that not just Achiuwa gets in the rotation, but we might even see some Shake Milton. Maybe some Jericho Sims. Alec Burks, I think he's just, unless he kind of earns it somehow, I think he's out of the rotation completely. What do we got here? If you guys hear any news or whatever, just shout it out to me. Okay. God, 41 points for Jalen Brunson on 27 shots attempts. Outstanding. 12 of 16. He went to the free throw line 16 times. I got to say, there was a period there. Oh, shout out. Thank you so much, Gary M. Gary M says, I appreciate your stream as always. Would we have dominated more with Randall? Also, what's your initial feelings on the upcoming series with the Pacers? Great questions. Let me get through this, and we're going to talk about the Pacers in a few minutes. Hey, you guys are coming in. I see Drew Reviews in the house. I see Dice Lede. What's up, man? I think, Drew, are you in Korea now? And I see someone's from France, I think. We got JB's in Los Angeles. What's up, brother? Big L. What's up, man? We do have to extend our rotation. We have to extend our rotation. What's up, JD? JD, I caught some of your play-by-play. You were excellent as always. But you know, I can't, like, I had to put it down. I had to just watch the game. But it was fantastic. I tune to you like half times as well. Can you believe what just happened tonight? I can believe it. I can. I can totally believe it. It's just, you know, we've had kind of a doomed franchise for so long that, you know, and then when you watch the craziness of Game 5, and, you know, I've had to experience, you know, I mean, horrific collapses. A lot of it is self-induced, like when that terrible fight with the Knicks and the Heat, and Ewing was, you know, suspended for a game, and Oakley and all those guys. And we were the best team that year. We were the only team who could have beaten the Michael Jordan Bulls ever. In the entire history of the Michael Jordan Bulls, when they were in their 6-ring run, the Knicks, that year, Knicks, like, what season was that? If any of the old timers like me can remember, whatever season that was the one season we could have won. And that was so heartbreaking, man. I could not believe it. And then, you know, in '94, you know, we're doing this run, and then the O.J. Simpson thing happens, and it totally screws that whole thing. I feel like it just killed the vibes for us. And then we can never get another number 1 draft pick, even when we have the worst record. We just don't have the luck in the lottery. And even in the year when Zion was the guy, you know, we end up, and we should have gotten, we had the worst record. We end up with RJ, which I love RJ, you know, but still, he's not Zion. You know, and then, you know, it's just one thing after another. Terrible coaching hires. I mean, Fizdale, how was he ever given the keys to this franchise? I don't understand. Terrible trades. McDice and who's the other guy? God, I can't remember. Another tall, big guy that was a ridiculous trade. Just so many bad trades. The Mello, you know, not being patient and waiting for the summer so he can just sign as a free agent. Instead, he's like, you know, whining when you're pushing for this trade. So we make a trade and we deplete ourselves. So the team, finally they put together a winning team, but it was a short-lived one because it was just a bunch of old guys, and it just wasn't going to last. Unlike this team, this is so different. This is so special. This is a special moment for us. There's no doubt about it. And let me tell you something. When Embiid said, "We are the better team," he believes it. And there's a lot of evidence to support that. The Sixers, they were probably by far the toughest first-round opponent in any series. Any series this year. The toughest opponent to lose in the first round was the Philadelphia 76ers. Joel Embiid, despite his antics, his punkish behavior, all of his bullshit, and I feel bad about the Bell's palsy and everything. You can see him, he was squinting, he was trying to, like, he was shooting his free throw, kind of like, but then he nails all 13 of them. Bastard. He's just so incredible. We had the toughest challenge. And do you remember when people were saying, "Oh, the Knicks should have not, you know, had lost. Don't go for the second seed. You know, try to duck the smoke." No. These guys came out, took care of business, and now we got the Pacers. And now, let's see. I'm going to talk about the Pacers in a second. Let's just keep going here. Yeah, fuck all these stats. We don't give a shit about these stats right now. Okay, let's talk about the Pacers now. Let me take a break for a second. All right. Woo. Gather myself. All right, the Pacers. Let's look at what the Pacers have been doing. Let's pull up some stats here. Okay. So, the Indiana Pacers. All right. Okay. The Indiana Pacers have the number 2 offensive rating team in the playoffs, a 119.4, behind the Minnesota Timberwolves. The Knicks have the number 6 at a 116.7. So it's like 2.7 difference in offensive rating, but in defensive rating, the Knicks have a 116.9 defensive rating, and shockingly, the Pacers have a little bit better, 16.8. So the net rating, they were a 2.6. We were a 0.2. But you got to remember, they faced a Milwaukee Bucks team where Giannis didn't play at all, and Dame missed 2 or 3 of those games. So they were playing a severely depleted Bucks team. So it's not quite apples to apples. Let's see their pace. They were not the number 1 team in pace. The number 1 team in pace are the Nuggets, and the Lakers were number 2. Then Pelicans. So that's interesting. That's an interesting development there. The field goal percentage. That's one thing. The Pacers can shoot, man. 55.6%. They're number 3 behind Celtics and OKC in these playoffs. Knicks are down there with a 50.7. But I will tell you this. The Milwaukee Bucks had the worst defensive rating in the second worst defensive rating in the playoffs so far. Only the Suns were worse. So, it's hard to compare those things too much, but obviously we play great defense. We were battling 2, outstanding offensive players. Embiid is just beyond words, and then Maxey, has ascended to superstar type level. But look, he struggled tonight. Maybe those 53 minutes he played finally caught up to him, and definitely the defense that the Knicks played on him. We're able to neutralize him. I think we match up very well against the Pacers. Let's look at the traditional stats here first before I keep moving on with that. Yeah, the Pacers averaged 113 points per game, and they were second. We were 5th with 108.3. We shot. The Knicks shot 37% from the three-point line. The Pacers only shot 34.4%. And that's against a terrible defense like the Bucks. So the rebounding is going to be key. We are, I think, the second or third. We were tied for 4th best rebounding team in the playoffs so far. And the Pacers were just right behind. They were 6th. So according to what we've seen here in the playoff stats, it should be a very close series. Kind of similar to what we just saw. It's going to be a different style of series, but it should be pretty close. But now I'm going to look at the regular season here. Regular season, the New York Knicks versus the Indiana Pacers. Again, not apples to apples because of injuries and all that whatnot. The Knicks played them 3 times. We only won once. We averaged 115 points per game. We shot. We struggled from the 3-point line against the Pacers. We only hit 32.7%, and only 18 assists per game against them, which kind of explains what happened. I don't even remember any of those games at this moment. Totally blanking out on how those games went because I don't really think they were that recent. I'll look them up for you guys. Yeah, the Pacers, they shot lights out from the 3-point line, 47.6%. They shot 54.6% in the head-to-head series against the Knicks this year, and it got 30 assists. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to go very differently when we get to the postseason in the next round. I love our chances. The Bucks, healthy with Giannis and Dame were going to be a big challenge as well, similar to what we just faced, except the Sixers are a much better defensive team. So, which is why I felt comfortable with the Knicks playing the Bucks and taking care of business there, maybe in 6, could even go to 7, but get past them to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Looking at the Pacers, I got a feeling that it depends on how they respond to the defense of the Knicks. We are a very physical team. We don't often let ourselves get beat on the fast break that easily. And we are now defending the three-point line much better than we have throughout the season. OG Anunoby is a big X factor. I love the way Josh Hart has been playing lately, and Dante stepping up defensively tonight. And now we have Deuce as an added weapon. I think it's going to be another Knicks in 6. That's what I'm predicting. Lex is predicting a sweep. He's got the brooms out. Halliburton will be M81 Roman says Halliburton will be getting the Embiid treatment. Let's go. All right. So I hope I answered your question, Gary M. I feel like it's going to be a tough series, but I think the Knicks are going to eke out wins each time, and we have the home court advantage. That's the beauty of the 2 seed. So the Pacers are going to have to come into our arena, our crazy MSG arena. I want those fans losing their fucking minds. I want them cheering. I want those Pacers rattled to the core. Definitely want them rattled to the core. No, I don't even want them to be able to hear themselves. They're going to have to deal with that, and they're going to have to deal with Jalen Brunson. I don't know who they have to stop Jalen Brunson. Who do they have? Seriously. I'm asking that question in a serious manner. Who do they even have? Let's see. Let's pull up some stats here. All right. Because they lost, what's his face? Benedict Mathurin. They have Aaron Nesmith. Okay, he's a good defender. Nembhard is solid defensively. TJ McConnell always burns us. I just can't stand that guy. He always kills us. Let's see, who was the one who really hurt us in the postseason here? In the regular season. In the regular season, Nesmith hurt us. They have such balanced squad. Look, the Pacers against the Knicks this season had 9 players average double figures against us. That is crazy, and that cannot and will not happen. Thibodeau and his coaching staff are going to have those guys ready to deal with this. That cannot happen. That is crazy. Wow. And they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 players shoot over 50% against the Knicks. And 2 of them shot over 65%. Wow. That's some crazy shooting. But again, I don't know. I can't even remember. I'm totally drawing a blank on when those games occurred. All right, let me check on the chat. See how you guys are doing. I've just been talking like a madman here. We got almost 200 in the chat. It's awesome. Welcome. Come on in. If you're just pulling up a chair right now, the New York Knicks have advanced to the conference semifinals. They took care of business. They won it in 6 on Philadelphia's home court. They now have the bitter taste. I guarantee you the Sixers are going to do everything they can to get Paul George this summer, to put him on that team, and then that will be a tremendous team. Though Paul George kind of hasn't shown up too much in the playoffs this year for the Clippers, though they do play tomorrow night, I believe. Let Precious guard Siakam. Yes. Let Siakam. Yeah, I like that. And also don't forget OG. OG's there too. I think Precious will play in this series, even though he only played one game, and he played really well, and then Thibs didn't go back to him. I'm still in shock about that. Tremendous shock about that. Let's see. Halliburton chokes. Yeah. I'll tell you, I like Brunson, the way he distributed the ball tonight. What did he pick up? 13 assists. If Brunson repeats his performance that he gave us tonight in that Pacers series, I think we are in great shape. Because it also takes the burden of the other guys to just put up huge numbers. You know, if Dante can get, 20-something plus, something between, if he can get like between 20 and 23 points a game, and then you have a couple other guys in the high teens, and Brunson's giving you 39 to 50, this team will have enough scoring to beat the Pacers, because our defense, it doesn't show in the stats, in the head-to-head stats of the regular season, but I don't even remember if OG Anunoby even played in that series. Let me see here. Let me check this. Here we go. No. OG never played. We finished all our games against the Sixers either before the trade or OG. Oh wait, did we play them when OG was hurt? That's another thing. I could be, because Randall only played one game against them. Okay, so that's what happened. We had our depleted lineup. Oh yeah, because Burks was on the team and played. Okay, so the Pacers haven't faced this team. They faced like a weird version of it before. I mean, look, Malachi Flynn was playing. Alec Burks played 22 minutes in a game against them. Taj Gibson played in 2 of those games, and he averaged 16 minutes a game. So it's really up in the air. I mean, look at this. Josh Hart played 37.2 minutes a game against them. Ooh. Precious had a game of 43 minutes. He averaged 43 minutes against the Indiana Pacers. So he already has experience playing against them. And I think that we won one of those games. The one game that we won, Precious was a main part of that. So that tells me Thibs is going to look at him. He shot 50% in those games. He gave us 13.5 points per game. He averaged 11 rebounds in those 2 games. I think we're going to see some Precious definitely in the second round. Just looking at how he performed against the Pacers. All right, so 2 of those games. So wow, OG missed both of the games against the Pacers, but Precious played them. Interesting. Wow. Can you guys believe it? Can you guys believe it? The New York Knicks have advanced to the second round for the second year in a row. We are now officially one of the top 8 teams in the NBA once again. Now the question becomes, do they have enough left in the tank? Have the minutes, has the short rotation, have they worn them down? Will they have enough to be able to score enough points against the Pacers? We lost Bojan Bogdanovic. He was our other offensive weapon against opponents off the bench. Where are we going to find that extra bench scoring? Precious he's not known for that. He averages like 30% from the 3-point line. That is a concern. Production from the bench for the Knicks against the Pacers is going to be a concern. We were able to overcome it tonight by just tremendous defense from Mitch. And a shout out to Deuce. Deuce played some good defense as well. Though when he missed those three-point shot attempts in that first half, I was dying. And he didn't see any time in that third quarter, which I was surprised. But he came in the fourth quarter, and he hit a monster 3 late. So that was a huge difference in this game, man. Huge difference. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, Joe Long. Yeah, OG really wanted this game. He says, everyone saying Hart had the big shot of the game, but for me, Mr. Brunson hitting 2 consecutive threes for a 6-point lead was huge. It was huge, but then we gave up the lead. If Josh Hart passes up that open look and then tries to drive and maybe hits a 2, this game changes dramatically. The difference between a 2-point lead and a 3-point lead is monstrous, except when Mitch commits a 4-point play disaster. But that 3-pointer basically dictated how the rest of that game was going to unfold. So that's why it was such a huge, huge pivotal bucket. In fact, it was so big, I want to see it again. There it is. Boo! It was swish. Nothing but net, too. Nothing but net. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Love it. Love it. Kwakuba. To me, OG dunk sealed it. Oh, yeah, that dunk was huge, too. That's what I'm saying. Every bucket was pivotal. You can't, I mean, it's just, if Hart had messed that up, this game could have really turned badly for us. We could be staring at a Game 7 right now. So that's why, to me, that's the most pivotal, but every single bucket, every single rebound, every single forced turnover, steal, block shot, every single closeout, everything was crucial. It's like it's a tapestry that just woven together, delivered a beautiful win. Beautiful. I had the screen. Yes, I know, because we just have players that like to pass up on open looks. But I think Thibs got in their ear. That definitely messes with Thibs. He hates that, because like he sees what we see. He does. He sees what we see. Oh man, well, this has been fantastic. It's almost 1:30. It is 1:30 in New York right now. It's officially Friday in New York. It's still Friday Junior here in LA. It's 10:35. I'm so amped up. I just want to go out and party my ass off. Probably won't do that. I think the first game is going to be on Monday, if I believe correctly. Let me check. Game 1. Yes, Game 1 of the Pacers and Knicks series is going to be on Monday. It's a 7:30 start. I don't think I'll have the watch party then. Not enough time to prep. But definitely, we were going to have a watch party on Saturday. If both the Knicks and Pacers had closed their series out on Tuesday, we were all set up to have the watch party on Saturday at the Greyhound. May still have it. I'll have to talk to Steven about it. If you guys are in LA, you definitely should come down. It's awesome. The food is amazing. The vibes are great. We have the sound on. All the TVs got it. And the bar owner is a huge Knicks fan. He actually grew up with Schwinny Poo. He's good friends with Schwinny. And that's how the whole thing kind of started, the ball rolling. So all LA Knicks fans, come down. Keep an eye out for it. I'll tweet and post stuff about it as well. Anarchy AR Studio. I had to scream at Hart from watching it live to shoot that 3, and boom, beautiful. Yes, hit that thumbs up button for me, guys. Really appreciate that. It helps. It helps. Get this on people's timelines, because sometimes I've been hearing that people were saying, "Hey, I didn't see when you went live, or I didn't see that it wasn't on my timeline," and it helps with activity, thumbs ups, and comments even later on. All that stuff is really important to get this going. Lex the Destroyer, you better believe it. Yes, believe it. I believe in this team. I believe in this team. It's so gutty, and I think this team learned a lot tonight about itself. They learned that they can win in multiple fashions, different ways. To put up 118 points in a playoff game against that defense that the Sixers have, that is a feat. Now, Embiid is compromised right now. He is a bit limited, but that said, I mean, Batum is an outstanding defender. Oubre played tremendously. Maxey is a good defender. He hounds Brunson constantly. And they have other guys that come in. They give them tremendous defensive effort. Paul Reed, who wanted the Knicks, was pretty much of a non-factor in this series, which is why you shouldn't talk shit before a playoff series. Should never talk shit. Always praise the opponent. Always let them think that you think that they're great. Even if you think something else, don't say it out loud. Don't say it out loud. I'm sure that motivated the Knicks, and they got off to a 2-0 start. So that's a learning lesson for Paul Reed. Let me tell you that. Oh, man. Yes, Pacers don't play D. Says unknown. I like that. I love these names. Some of the best names in this chat. Turner not as efficient as Embiid. We're going to the finals with KP out. Yes. Ooh, I love that attitude. I love that attitude, Joe Brown. Beautifully said. Excellent. All right. You guys, I'm going to sign off now. I'm exhausted. That game was tough to watch. I know it's late for you guys. You guys are probably all amped up. Oh man, and I want to watch the other post games and hear Thibs' comments. Didn't get to watch too much of that. Just saw whatever was on Twitter. But special team we got. Special team, man, hits right here. Beautiful. Never gives up. They never give up. And that's the real problem for opponents. Because even when they get a lead, we whittle it down. We whittle it down. And we have a mentality that believes that they are never out of a game. And that is beautiful and pivotal. That is a tremendous advantage to have in the playoffs. It's excellent. And I don't think the Pacers were really challenged that much by the Bucks because of the absence of Giannis and Dame. I mean, I think Dame played 2 of the games or 3. Yeah, they weren't challenged that much, unlike we were. So we know what it's like to have a real tough battle. And it's going to be one against the Pacers, but I do believe the Knicks will be able to take care of business and win this in 6. I'm not going to predict 5. I think it's going to be in 6. All right. Thank you so much for watching this. Again, my name is George. Shout out to the chat. Thank you, everybody, for joining me here to celebrate this tremendous victory. Salute. Salute to us long-suffering Knicks fans. We finally have a team that we can have sustained winning for hopefully many, many years to come. And this is just the beginning of it. Salute. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up button for me, share this video, share any of my videos, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I probably will put out a video before, some kind of like a real preview video, analytical. Maybe it'll be live. I'll get some people to join me. Maybe I can get Jay Ellis and Lee or JD come on with Keese, Foxy. Made an appearance. I got him out of retirement earlier in this playoff season. Maybe he'll come back. It'd be great. And you guys, shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for being here all season long. You guys are by far we know we are the best fans, but I feel privileged to have you guys as supporters of this channel. It's fantastic. I am going to start a membership soon. There'll be lots of little bonuses and things, and there'll be some private chats with us. We'll have some private rooms where we can talk, and it'd be great to get to know you guys better. And there'll be some swag and stuff, so keep an eye out for that. And helps to support the channel as well. And Graveyard for sure. That's what I believe. Knicks in 6. Round 2. Here we come. All right. Thank you so much for watching this, and I will see you in the second round around the Knicks-Verse.